In this video, we'll dive into the latest updates from the world of Australian notorious bikies and their associates. We'll cover the latest news, legal proceedings, and fresh developments in active cases. Plus, we'll touch on major international crime connections, including a massive methamphetamine importation case that highlights the global reach of these syndicates. So let's get started. The first update is on William Jock Ross, the founder of the Comanchero MC, who has been facing significant physical and emotional challenges, and is not keeping well. In September 2019, Ross was badly injured when he was run over by Nikola Teo while riding his Harley. Ross was in a coma for 4 months after the accident, and both of his legs had to be fitted with titanium plates to allow him to walk again. Now 81, Ross is still dealing with the aftermath of injuries that have left him reliant on a crutch. Adding to his frustration, he's struggling to understand why the Director of Public Prosecutions dropped driving charges against Nikola Teo in 2021, with no clear explanation provided aside from a psychiatric report. This lack of clarity has caused ongoing stress for Ross and his family. William Jock Ross, the founder of the Comanchero Motorcycle Club, has had a long and eventful life marked by violence and personal struggles. Ross famously led the Comanchero MC during the Milpera massacre in 1984, a bloody gunfight between the Comanchero and the Bandidos that left 7 people dead, including an innocent bystander. This event cemented his controversial legacy in Australian bikie history. Over the years, Ross faced numerous legal challenges and internal conflicts within the club, but remained an influential figure in the outlaw motorcycle club scene for decades. Despite his turbulent life, Ross's legacy as the architect of one of Australia's most notorious bikie clubs remains a significant part of his story. The Comanchero MC continues to operate both in Australia and internationally, maintaining its influence within the outlaw motorcycle club world. The next update focuses on another Comanchero bikie, Kyle Peter Shepherd, the Sergeant-at-Arms of the Comanchero Central Coast chapter, who was arrested on Tuesday the 24th September in New South Wales, and was extradited to South Australia to face 29 charges of money laundering connected to cannabis trafficking, involving over $1 million. The 34-year-old was arrested during raids at 2 properties in Lake Macquarie, carried out by the Raptor squad as part of a South Australian drug investigation. Authorities seized key evidence during the raids, as part of ongoing efforts to crack down on drug trade facilitators. After a brief appearance in Belmont Local Court, Magistrate John Chicken approved his extradition. After this, Shepherd was publicly escorted in handcuffs at the airport, with the media filming his transfer. In Adelaide Magistrates Court, it was revealed that the charges date back to 2022, with police evidence, including a positive DNA match on clothing. Shepherd's lawyers argued for bail, noting that he is a father of 2 and works as a truck driver for a local council. They emphasized his right to the presumption of innocence. However, the hearing was adjourned, meaning Shepherd remained in custody overnight and will return to court. Staying with the Comancheros, the next update is on Comanchero Sergeant-at-Arms Tarek Zahed, who continues counting the days in prison, as his latest appeal for early release was once again denied by the Court of Criminal Appeal. Zahed's solicitors argued that his sentence was excessive compared to his brother Abdul's. However, the court upheld the original sentence, finding no error in the previous judgment. Hopefully, this will be Zahed's final appeal, as he has made multiple attempts over the past years, citing medical grounds and alleged judge error, in efforts to have his sentence reduced. Zahed was dramatically arrested in August 2022 and has been in custody since. He will be eligible for parole in December 2024. His role involved cleaning and directing the destruction of the vehicle used in Asum's murder, while his brother Abdul was jailed as an accessory. The next bit of news is an exclusive article by the senior journalist Mark Morey in the Daily Telegraph, in which it was revealed that Angelo Pandeli, the national president of the Hells Angels and one of Australia's most wanted man, is currently residing in a luxury hotel in Sydney. The website also published this exclusive picture of Pandeli. He appears completely at ease, blending in like any other tourist, casually dressed in a white t-shirt and shorts. Despite being deported from Dubai 2 weeks ago and identified as a major organized crime target by Australian authorities, Pandeli is free to move around the city. The Australian Federal Police and New South Wales Police are aware of his presence but were unprepared for his deportation, as no arrest warrant was in place when he landed in Sydney. Pandeli, linked to large-scale drug trafficking and the notorious Aussie cartel, has avoided arrest despite his criminal connections. His movements are being monitored, though there is currently no legal mechanism to prevent him from leaving the country. The situation has raised questions about how authorities have handled his return. The fifth update is from the Supreme Court in Brisbane, where in a recent court hearing, Joshua James Small, an alleged bikie involved in the execution-style murder of former Mongol Shane Bowden, has offered a $500,000 surety for bail. He has proposed to live 1,600 kilometers away from city, in Mission Beach, and wear a GPS monitor. Small has been in prison for over 3 years for the murder, which prosecutors claim was committed by a group of men, including Small, who placed a tracking device on Bowden's girlfriend's car. Small confessed to the murder in the prison. Prosecutors highlighted the witness's credibility, linking knowledge of a fingerprint found on the tracking device to Small. However, his lawyer argued that the case against him was weak and that the witness had a history of dishonesty. A committal hearing is scheduled for February, while a murder trial is anticipated in 2026. The court has adjourned the bail application to further investigate the proposed bail address in Mission Beach. Final update is again from Queensland, where 3 men, aged 30, 35, and 43, have been charged by the Australian Federal Police for allegedly attempting to import 1.2 tons of liquid methamphetamine into Australia. The illicit drugs were concealed in juice bottles and intercepted by Canadian authorities in May 2024. The shipment contained 1,280 liters of liquid methamphetamine with a purity of up to 89%. This quantity, once converted to crystal meth, could have been distributed as 4 million individual street deals, with an estimated street value of $400 million. The men could possibly have links and associations to bikie clubs in the region. The consignment was flagged by the Canada Border Services Agency upon its arrival in Vancouver. After detecting the drugs, Canadian authorities removed the liquid methamphetamine and replaced it with an inert substance. The altered shipment was then allowed to continue to Brisbane, arriving via container ship on September 3, 2024. AFP officers arrested the 3 men after the shipment was delivered to a semi-rural property in Jimboomba, where it was stored in a large shed. The liquid methamphetamine, hidden in juice bottles, was intended for conversion into crystal meth, which could have had devastating social impacts, including domestic violence and assaults. All 3 men appeared in Brisbane Magistrates Court on September 12, 2024, charged with attempting to possess a commercial quantity of an unlawfully imported border-controlled drug. The maximum penalty for this offense is life imprisonment. Further forensic testing will be conducted by the AFP to confirm the purity of the seized liquid methamphetamine. Authorities from both Australia and Canada highlighted the importance of international cooperation in disrupting the activities of transnational crime syndicates. If you're looking for more thrilling and edgy bikie updates, don't hesitate, whack that subscribe button, spread and share the video, hit that like button, and drop your thoughts in the comments. And for the true grid Spartans out there, consider sending a super thanks or buy us a coffee to show some love. Your support keeps us going and the channel thriving, especially since most of our videos aren't monetized due to all the crime-related content. Stay tuned, stay curious, stay awesome, and take care. Wu-Tang.
Renegade might out of sight, midnight flight. War echoes in the hearts of men. Renegade comrades again. Torments cry and fill the sand. Our saga, we bend. Thundering wheels, tales untold. Outlaw legends growing bold. Unleash beasts, no chance to fold. Comanchero souls